Hi, everyone. Welcome to Disruptive Conversations. Today, we are going to be with Agapi Stassinopoulus, who is on already. She's waved. I'm waiting for her to come on. There's going to be just a couple of moments of buffering. If you're up for taking a look inside, wanting to be more connected in yourself, and be able to really move your growth forward, we're going to be going there today with Agapi. She's on. I'm waiting for her invitation, waiting for her to ask to join. And that's going to happen momentarily. And if you haven't heard Agapi speak before, you are really in for a tremendous experience. I'm on right now. Instagram has its magic, and we're going to be in the magic of today. So we're just waiting for here. She is. How fantastic. And so with Agapi seamlessly coming on to Instagram today, I'm going to introduce the show, introduce myself, introduce Agapi, and we're going to be ready to roll. So welcome everyone to Disruptive Conversations with thought leaders, innovators, entrepreneurs, authors, educators, in which we deep dive into the experiences these women have needed to navigate and conquer in order to achieve their personal and professional success. I'm Dr. Risa Ryger, clinical psychologist, and I'm an expert in change. I help people make positive change at any point. And we are built for change. That's the good news. And positive change can't happen without disruption. You need to disrupt a thought, a feeling, a belief, a habit in order to create your 10.0 self. And here with Agapi Stassinopoulus, who I am so honored to have today here in conversation, in community together, that Agapi is an in-demand international motivational speaker, author of multiple books, including It's Never Too Early to Say Speaking with Spirit, her latest book. And Agapi is a unique soul on earth who melds her wisdom, spirituality, and knowledge into everything she brings with her. And it is my great honor and pleasure to have her come on. Welcome, Agapi.
Risa, it's so lovely to be with you. You look wonderful. I'm in New York City. I am in Soho. You can hear the sirens. So we are really alive here, you know. Anyways, my friends, I'm so happy you all joined. Please put your questions, put lots of little hearts so you know, we know that you are here with us. And I love your theme. I love the theme of disruption because every day we deal with something that challenges inside and outside. And if we can have the capacity and the mindset to say, what is my strategy to overcome this? And especially, you know, when people wake up in the morning, a lot of people say to me, I never feel exuberant. I never feel, wow, here's the day. I feel, oh my God, I have overwhelm. I have some anxiety and some worry. And I want to address that because I think, you know, there is a whole thing about the morning routine. To me, there is one key to the morning routine, and we're going to do it right now. You take a deep, long breath. You turn your eyes inward. You place your hand in your heart. Do it with us all together. You connect with your breath, the greatest gift in life, your breath. You receive the inhalation. You don't even take it. You receive it. And as you exhale any worries, any concerns, any restrictions, any beliefs that you're not enough, and anything that interrupts your flow of your breath, your connection to your spirit. And you come present in your heart and you move into gratitude. And how you do that is you open your heart and you take the goodness of your aliveness in. No matter what's going on, walk in gratitude. And that is the greatest disruption you can have in your day, my friends. Gratitude for everything. We have so much. We are so blessed.
Agapi, what an extraordinarily beautiful way to start. And in keeping with that, I'm going to comment and then I'm going to go right into a question for you, which is that when we're breathing is involuntary. You don't have to think to breathe. We need to focus our attention there. But our bodies have this extraordinary capacity to breathe in, take in what we need to nourish ourselves and to revitalize ourselves in our breath, and to let go of what we no longer need. That we take in the nourishment and we let go of what doesn't serve us anymore.
Exactly. And more stress and anxiety, and people who really suffer from intense stress and anxiety and panic will tell you that the first thing that goes is your breath. So coming back to the breath is something that is so available to us. We don't have to go anywhere. We can actually, exactly where we are, in the shower, in our beds, in walking, connect to your breath. And to me, that has become my foundation. And then you start to return to your breath and really flood yourself with positive awareness, consciousness, words. Even right now, you start to go radiant health and you see it coming in. The mind really needs the direction, abundance, you see it coming in. Humor, joy, let's bring in the joy. You breathe in the joy and you start to see colors. To me, joy is yellow like the sun. And then you keep clearing through bringing light to yourself. I'm a fanatic about light. You know, I send light to everything and everyone. People say to me in the text, have a beautiful day, light. Please send my son the light. We send light. What does it mean? We are made of light, my friends. We have 36 trillion cells right now that are breathing you, that are waking you. Whatever you are going through in your daily to-do life, that other energy is the current, it's the deeper of the ocean. Now, meditation, of course, as you know, I wrote this book, Wake Up to the Joy of You. I hope you all have it. 52 meditations and practices for a calmer and happier life. This is before my book, Speaking with Spirit. I have 33 meditations on Audible. Please download them. They are amazing. They are 6 minutes each. If you send me an email at agapi@unbindingtheheart.com, agapi@unbindingtheheart.com, I will send you 8 of them. I send as my gift. Meditations on joy. Why do we do that? It's because we shift. And life is about, you said something wonderful. You said life is about change. Life is about shifting your expectations and your mindset and loving yourself exactly where you are. And the other thing I have to say, chapter 38 in Wake Up to the Joy of You, 4 magic words. Can you help me? Can you help me? Please, everybody, know that you are not alone. If I can say one thing that I learned in my life is that love you where you find you and ask for help. Ask for help from your inner guidance. Ask your help from your friends. Ask your help from anybody that you feel can be a mentor and a support to you. Can you put the email here for us? Carly, your assistant, can she put the email there? Risa, Agapi@unbinding the heart.
Yeah, Carly, drop the email in, please. Okay.
Oh, we can do it, but we can do it as well. will
We
try.
will do it, and we will put it actually when if there's anyone you know, by the way, if there's anyone you know who couldn't come live, or when you want to listen to this again, because of course you will, to get Agapi's full wisdom in, we're going to have it in the comments underneath it. So it will be there for you forever. Don't worry. Don't worry if you don't grab it right now. We're going to have it. We're going to post it. It'll be right there for you.
And then if you go
So,
on my website, wakeuptothejoyofyou.com, which is the title of the book. So we press this post. Yeah. You know, I think you will find that I have so many podcasts there that we put, and I think you will find, somebody just said, love you and adore you, Agapi. I love whoever loves me and adores me. I love you too. It's so
the
nice
abundance of love.
It's so nice to be loved and adored. Why not, you know? And I think all the beautiful people who are here today, I want you to make today.
Yes, she has it up for you. Carly posted it. Yeah.
Oh, wonderful. I want you to make today a day of receiving and giving fully from your heart, and make you and your connection to your spirit a priority. Like, really get off the devices and ask your God inside, your higher power, your higher intelligence, whatever you name it, it doesn't matter. Your source that is breathing you, that is making you, that's made this incredible being that you are, that is so unique. There is no one like you. Make that today be like when you are with yourself, like you are with your lover, like you are with someone you love so dearly, and take that in and say, my beloved. In the book Speaking with Spirit that Risa showed you, every prayer I have is, dear beloved, this is how I am today. I'm sad, I'm tired, I'm worried, I have fear. I bring it to the table, I offer it, I release it, and I ask for the inner guidance, inner peace. You know what people want more than anything in life? What do you think? Put it on the comments. What do you think people want most in their life?
Yes.
Money?
And
Love?
while we're waiting for the comments, that what you're talking about when you say beloved is that what we know through neuroscience is that when you call yourself by name, either your own name or beloved or sweetie or honey, that has tremendous impact, more so than not saying your name or way of referring to yourself.
I love it. I hear people are saying, what do you want? They said love, health, joy. I think what people really want is an experience of being alive and an inner peace and calm. Calm is your superpower. Most people operate in a disturbance, the frequency of worry, and it's like it undermines who you are. And presence, come into your presence right now. I'm asking you all, bring your presence alive, present. Bring your presence present, and ask yourself. And if you have a pen and if you have these, I have endless books like this, Risa, and I write. I take in the morning and I go. You don't have to have fancy notebooks or anything. You just take and you say, beloved, what do you want today more of? Okay? Take your pen and you say, beloved, what do you want more of? And, the person inside, your beloved, might say, more walking, more sun, more time out, better sleep. This weekend, I have a friend of mine who's an amazing organizer, and I said, come and help me clean up my papers, declutter my room. I needed somebody help me jumpstart. Do you know what I mean? It's like somebody who is good at doing it. I'm good at doing what I do. I can show you to meditate. I can show you how to pray. I can show you how to love yourself. I can show you how to love it, to bring your joy. But I'm not very good at organizing. But if I have someone who is great at it, we are going to get so many files, throw away. I have not used. You know, do you have files, Risa, that you have? And that
Yes. I have, you know, as a matter of fact, I'm in the process of reorganizing my office and moving things around and tossing and getting rid of things. And in speaking about that, and that's a disruption. So my question to you, Agapi, is what is it that you have needed to disrupt inside of yourself? Because we really could hear that wisdom and understand what this has meant for you. What did you need to disrupt inside of yourself to achieve the you know, personal and professional success that you have up to now?
For me, Risa, my dear, the most important thing is that I stopped waiting for the world to give me permission to express myself. And that was not easy because I studied acting. I was an actress from the Royal Academy of Dramatic Arts. I went to Los Angeles to do a movie, to have a leading role. The movie fell through. And from then on, I embarked in pursuing my career, pursuing acting, auditioning, wanting to get a green card because I didn't have one. So from London to LA, and I went into this journey of wanting to be hired. Of course, I'm an actress. I'm not going to act in my bedroom. I need the parts. And in the process of that, I had so many rejections where people would say to me, my God, you're so talented. You're so gifted, but you have an accent, but you don't look like the person we want. You don't fit in the family. You don't fit in this drama. You don't fit here. So basically, I did not fit in. And there's doctors who says, you're not meant to fit in. You're meant to stand out. Okay?
Yeah.
So it took me years. I seeked for God. I seeked for spirit. I did hours of yoga. I did meditation. I read every spiritual book, Autobiography of a Yogi, Sri Aurobindo, the Tao Ching, the Lao Tzu. I just devoured information of the spirit. And one day I had a wake-up call. It's in my books. You got to read these books. They have they're treasures. I have my story very authentically, and you can show them the other one too, Risa, my darling. And I discovered that spirit in me wanted its expression, the agape and the spirit together. So one day I decided I am going to go in a New York City bus, and I was rejected from a Greek 6-hour place from Williamstown. Again, I didn't fit in. And I went into New York City bus, and I started to talk to one woman who was sitting next to me. And we started to, you know, talk how we are. And she told me she used to be an actress. And there I am. I'm going uptown to my singing lesson. And I told her that I was terribly upset because I didn't get a Greek part. And she said to me, what did you audition with? And I said, well, I auditioned with Joan of Arc by Bernard Shaw. And she said, oh, I love that play and I love that monologue. And it's a very famous monologue where Joan of Arc is in front of the Inquisition and they're about to burn her on the stake or send her in the basement in life imprisonment. And she just rises up and she says, life imprisonment? You promised me my life, but you think that my life is nothing but being in a basement and eating bread and water and being chained in the wall and missing the larks in the trees and my soldiers and the banners. Burn me at the stake. And she's yelling to the Inquisition with such fear. So there I am in a New York City bus performing that monologue for that woman. And the whole bus at the end where she says, God is with me and God will always be with me. And the people out there will always love me and I'm immortal, she says. And people get out from the bus and they applaud me and this woman is crying. And she holds my hand and she says, my dear girl, you are so talented. I said, I know, but I don't get the parts. And she said, don't wait for anyone to hire you. Go do your own thing. That to me was a message from the universe. And I went home and I said, I don't really know what is my own thing, but I will find out. And suddenly I took all the monologues I have loved from Shakespeare and Bernard Shaw and the Greeks and on, and I put them all in a beautiful three book binder like this, you know. And I said, I am going to do conversations with the goddesses. Every monologue has an archetype and has a goddess. And I casted myself in 7 goddesses, my darling. And I did conversations with the goddesses, and I launched it in Santa Barbara, and it was a love fest. All my friends came, my mother cooked meatballs and spanakopita. I had Greek music. It was Agapi in her fullness. And from then on, the Getty Museum asked me to do it. The Los Angeles Times did a spread. The archetypes, the goddesses are alive. Go to the Getty. And it was, museums were asking me to go and do it. Friends were hosting me. It was amazing. It was like the starvation table over here, because I was like a beggar. Give me a pot, give me something. And they're saying, I am giving you me. I am giving you. And my mother said, don't ever go out in the world wanting. You have what the world wants.
It's so brilliant. And what I want to also pull out for our community listening to this is a couple of different pieces. First of all, you never know. You never know who you're sitting next to. You never know if when you start to talk with someone. That's how Agapi and I met many, many years ago, and the conversation continued. So find what you need in yourself to take that stretch in yourself.
And you know, Risa, you need chutzpah. You need Greek chutzpah. It's not going to be easy. You're not going to wake up and you're going to shake. And you go, oh my God, I'm doing this. I don't know how to do it. And you go, yes, I hear you, darling. I call myself darling, but we'll do it together. And you hold your hand. You have that spirit holding your hand. You ask your friends, hold my hand. I'm doing this thing which is off the edge. I am extending myself and I'm beyond my comfort zone. So that's where I'm saying, please, that is the confidence that comes to you in the doing. Nobody's born confident.
Very, very true. Confidence is built. And something that we've talked about is that when you're with you, you are not alone. You are someone.
I love that.
You're not alone.
I thought of that last night when I went home by myself, and I said, Risa said I'm not alone. I was by myself, and I said, no, I'm with Agapi, a girlfriend of mine when I used to be. I love you too, Rena. Jenna King is on, my dear friend Jenna. What a loving friend this woman is. Sometimes you have friends and you don't see them for a while, but they're always in your heart.
Tell me about it.
Yeah. That is the most beautiful thing, my friends, And sometimes we move on in our lives, but there are certain people that touch your heart and they're always there with you. So in this journey, these are the gems, these are the flowers. This is what my mother used to say, makes your garden. So it is so, I think for me, it was like remembering that in the doing, you start to feel your confidence. You start to feel your energy coming back to you. So it's not always going to be easy or seamless, not at all. But I've seen my sister overcome so many hurdles. What do you call them? Hurdles. So many hurdles. And every time you overcome something, you find this is how consciousness rises. It's in the challenges, because that's where we find new levels of gravity for ourselves. And you go, Okay, I was stepping over here, but now it's shaky. So now I'll open up my octopus arms and my heart. And it's all about opening your heart. And once you
also,
find it, start to give it abundantly.
and that's what challenge is, right? Agape, challenge isn't a slam dunk. Challenge means that you're stretching yourself, you're trying something new, you're trying something different. And something that is so important is that you find that courage, even a tiny little bit, which is what you do. Find the courage to build your
And
confidence.
listen, Risa, all our listeners,
Yes.
it's the fear of failure. I will fail. And yes, where that fear comes from, my darlings, it comes from the ego. The ego doesn't like to look foolish. The ego, you know, have you ever been to, I went to a class, a dance class the other day, and all the women were brilliant. You know, they're doing the steps. I could not follow the steps. My girlfriend took me. And I felt foolish. I felt, oh, I mean, here I am, and I love to move, and I'm a dancer in my own beingness, but I couldn't follow the routines, you know. And I said to myself, Agapi, just have fun. And I want to encourage you all, anything you want to do, anyone you want to reach out to, don't be afraid. Tell your ego, listen, you go to the side, I'll do this. That's the Greek chutzpah, as I say, you know, asking for that help, reaching out to people, because the fear of failure, when I did the goddesses, and when then I was asked to write a book, Risa, that was a whole other thing. It was like asking me to climb Mount Kilimanjaro blindfolded. I had no idea how to write a book, no idea. That was a whole other thing, which I describe also in my books, how I asked the woman who was mentoring me, and how I had a person who came and stayed with me, a God blessed friend, and she woke me up at 6 o'clock one morning and said, get up, Spirit has a message for you. I had a bulletin board in my living room where I would write with a felt pen affirmations. And I said, oh, Spirit wait until 8 o'clock? 6 is too early. He said, yes, Spirit doesn't wait for you to wake up. He wakes you up. And she said, you have everything you need to write this book, but you lack one thing, confidence, because you think you have to write the book alone. You haven't asked for help from your goddesses, from your spirit, from your unconscious, from your creative spirit. You have not asked for help. I then lined up, asked for help, and it was the tsunami of creativity. I would go to a bookstore, honestly, I would open a book and I would look, Joseph Campbell, you are all the archetypes together. He would describe exactly about the archetypes. Carl Jung, I mean, there was all there. And I started to source myself and source the teachers. My God, so many amazing teachers on this planet. Surround yourself with the poets, Rumi, Kabir, Hafiz, Emerson, Thoreau. Last night I went to bed, I was tired. Something said, play Beethoven. I say, in my bed, I said, Alexa, play Beethoven's Ninth. And I'm listening all night to the music. Be smart, use what this earth has produced. Don't listen to the news. Don't listen to all the crises. There is nothing you can do but lift your spirit, lift your light, share your heart, cook good food for people, ask people to cook for you. Be a lover of life and let the rest to God.
And in this way, connect with your own liveliness.
Yes.
Every one of us has a twinkle in our eye, and find what it is that makes your eyes twinkle. You'll feel it for yourself, and the people around you will experience that. And I know I've experienced it with you.
Yes. Well, yes, but do the inner work.
Yes.
Take mental dominion of your negative lower energy. it's not going to, you're not going to build biceps unless you pick up those weights. The same way you're going to not be lifted and connected until you do the inner work. Every day, put the time, put the minutes, the hours, whatever it takes, but do the things that bring you joy. Do those things.
Because you're worth it. Because you're worth it.
You're worth it.
And
That's
self-worth.
beautiful. You're absolutely right. I think underneath it all, I wrote an affirmation on my Instagram yesterday. Agapi sees, can everybody go and see it? And these affirmations come to me, you know, while I'm walking, while I'm in the shower. And it said, so many people, if I said to you, where does your worth come from? A lot of people says my worth comes in doing, in accomplishing, or me. My worth a lot comes in taking care of other people. I'm like obsessed. You know?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's like they find me. The minute I meet somebody, it's more like they tell me all their problems, and I'm going, how can I help you? But I had to really look at this and said, do I only feel worthy when I'm helping other people? Or do I just feel worthy by just putting my hand up, my feet up and lounging and looking in the sun and feeling good about myself and my life, no matter what I do?
Yes. Yes, that our sense of, listen, we can have vicissitudes in our moods. We can feel sad, we can feel happy, we can feel angry, we can feel worried. We can have all of those different feelings, but that doesn't mean that your sense of self has to crash. You can question
right.
Your sense of self and your sense of worth doesn't have to be dependent and reliant on whatever that next, brass ring is that you're going for.
Exactly.
Yeah. So Agapi, I know I can't believe it, but we need to wrap up. This has gone, it's felt like 3 breaths.
I know, 3 breaths. And I'm going to lead us in a 1-minute meditation for anyone out there. Yes?
Are you kidding? And I just want to say that I'm manifesting, it is my wish to one day be together dancing in Greece.
Oh my God. Yes. And all the people here who would come with us.
Absolutely.
Well, I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for your friendship, from your kindness, for your beautiful smile, for what you are always putting yourself forward to help people and to bring your wisdom. And you are just a treasure, and I just love you. So from my heart to yours, my darling Risa, thank you for today. And so hi, Scott, my dear friend Scott, for such a beautiful community with the Outliers, another amazing man who contributes to humanity, in everybody in your own way. We don't have to go to Africa and heal everybody, or we don't have to put, all the homeless to find them a home, or do what it is you do in your community. You can change the energy.
And I'm just going to say, because Agapi and I were chatting last night, so I just want you to know just a moment of what that means for Agapi and what a beautiful soul she is. She's walking down the street and she sees someone who looks nice and she goes, oh, you look so beautiful. She just lives it. It is not a special moment. It is not a special occasion. It's not when the lights are, kind of coming in her face. It is as she's walking down the street, she's giving light. You walk with your internal radiance. And
because
that's
to me, that's the moment. My mother has this great saying, and I have it engraved in a bench. After she died, we put a lemon tree in the garden and we made a bench, and on the bench we engraved, don't miss the moment.
I love that.
Don't miss the moment. Actually, I'm going to repost it on my Instagram. I think that is, to me, 2 things. God is my partner. Wake up every morning and today walk around life going, God is my partner, I receive. God is my partner, I receive. God, see how your energy, your frequency changes. God is my partner, I receive. God, you know what I mean? God is like, that's big. You look at the universe, it is huge. You know, I went to an event the other day on Oceana, saving the oceans, and you start to look at the oceans and what's going on underneath. You're in awe. You're in your knees from reverence of this universe that we don't understand. We don't know who made anything happen and who makes the sun shine every morning. Be in reverence, be in gratitude, be in your heart. Close your eyes right now. Take your hands in your heart. Let's take a deep breath and say thank you. And exhale very gently. And build a vortex of light in your heart, just a beautiful light. And see this light bathing you from the top of the head all the way down to the feet. If there are hurt feelings, offer them. If there are people who are not responding to you the way you want to respond, let them go. And say, this moment is perfect just the way it is. I am here to love, to serve, to give, and to receive. And I am grateful for my life. I am grateful for my life. Love yourself where you find you. Ask for help and start to shift into your soulfulness, into your spirit self, and let your spirit and your humanness merge in the sweet oneness of how loved you are, cherished, and go have an amazing day. Give of yourself and receive of your bounty.
Oh, absolutely beautiful. Agapi, let's take a moment together to take our ending photo so for our cover. So when you're ready. And one more. And I'm going to be very, very clear that I am so, speaking of gratitude, I am so grateful to both have you on this show, for you to be able to have another community to tell your wisdom and your soulfulness and heartfulness to, and also to have in my life. And so for those of you who haven't yet followed Agapi, please do that. She's always dropping enormously important information. If you haven't followed, get that book, get this book, and that book, and get all the books, because what we need in our hearts need to be nourished. So keep feeding your heart in so many different ways. And Agapi has a continual meal available to you.
And I'm coming up with an amazing course with Mind Valley. Mind Valley for 20 videos. It's coming out mid-October. And I'm going to let you know. So please send me an email, Agapi at Unbinding the Heart, and I will absolutely send you the information. It's a course called How to Create and Live in Your Spirit Every Day of Your Life. Very practical.
As soon as I know, I will post it as well, because I'm about getting the word out and having people be able to nourish you.
Thank you,
and nourish through you. So please,
so much. God bless you. God bless you all, and lots of love, kisses. Have a beautiful day.
Okay, talk to you soon. Okay.